Hello everyone and welcome to the start of day 4 of this particular Touhou Replay Community Marathon. And we're going to be starting off with Unfinished Dream of All Living Ghost Marathon. Well, first of all, I'm going to be playing this for the first time, joined by Megatron, who most likely is going to be commenting how shit the run is. Hello.
Hello. And I'm Megatron and I have like 1,000 hours in this game. I'm definitely going to commentate and make sure that the Sh0dan learns how things work. We 4 against his will, we will see.
Okay. Well, we're have to keep this short and simple, and that's what we do. You know what? I'll just play hard mode for the first time, and great character choice between Reimu or go fuck yourself. That's basically what the game is saying.
Solid 19 characters, and we can only play Reimu. That's the one that's
Reimu's the main protagonist. She's the main person. Okay, let's not stay. Let's just begin.
Yep.
And what does Reimu start by playing with the incident? She gets to beat up her own dog. What an asshole. She needs to be put in jail if you're like a dog lover.
Right now we have the strongest character against the weakest character. Which is a totally fair matchup. So, in UDoALG, compared to the other Phantasmagoria games, your attacks are like a lot more unique in a sense. Normally, everyone has like the basic shot forward. In UDoALG, your shot is kind of different. And then we have the C1, which of course is different. But in this time, it doesn't give iframes, so you can't level 1 dodge in UDoALG. But the C2 is not like a standard send over attack or be like a big clear. C2 in this game is, as it says, skill. It's a very unique compared to, for example, on C2 will give her iframes forever, while Reimu C2 will be effectively a bomb. You just do a lot of damage and clear the entire screen. Well, one type of clear, since this game has effectively 2 types of cancel, where either you can cancel only bullets or you can cancel bullets and special enemies. Going over to the C3. C3 is, well, the standard, just send over attacks to your opponent. Really good in PvP, and in story mode is also really good for 2 specific things. How UDoALG works in terms of how you progress is that instead of there being a timer, you can see the AI dying right now. There is scripted bosses. So, Reimu stage 1, you have to face, for example, face against On, where she will do, where you fill up a meter by killing or sending over attacks. For example, C2 gives some points, and C3 and C4 gives a lot of points to this bar. When it fills up, it will send this. In stage 1, I think it's 2 C3s, 1 C4, and then another C4. And when that's finished, you finish the stage and go to stage 2. It's good to progress the fight faster, but it's also good for another reason. You can see the yellow aura around Reimu right now. That's her shield. She can tank 1 hit before. And after that hit, she will die.
As far as I know, you get regained by L3?
Yes, and 4. So when you get hit, you will lose the shield. But if you do a C3 or a C4, you will regain your shield again. Basically, as soon as you take a hit, your first instinct should be, I should send a C3 so I can get back my shield.
Okay, we still have the Ammo Spirits from 17, but rearranged to the 5th mechanic, or basically like spirits in POV.
Yes, and also, also special thing about spirits in this game is that the first thing, they will shoot back at you. Currently they don't, because the rank is too low, but later on they will. And 2, compared to like POV, where you have to scope them for them to like clear builds around them, you only need to kill them for them to do damage and clear around them. But they will die a lot faster if you scope them. It's a good thing to just go up, scope everything, and then start killing.
I don't know. When I was playing PoV for the first time, I was like still stuck in PODD ways, and the only way how to play PODD was through scoring, because I never do any survival in PODD. I don't know how to play survival in that game at all. I only know how to score. But that's some brain rot right here. Well, this game at the very least handles that entirely, because you can't score this game at all. Even though technically I think it does track score, as far as I know.
I'm unsure if it's properly tracks that or not, since we never see it.
We're getting Nazran's rods, whatever the hell those do.
It will extend your bomb timer.
This game does get cards, but I have no idea what any of those do.
Yeah, so currently you have On's card, which you can get either between get larger radius or charge faster. I'm pretty sure both are broken in story mode, so they are really strong cards.
Need all the help I can get, considering, well...
Nazreen, you can get either extended bomb timer or 2 additional bombs. As you can see from your bomb counter, you only have 3 bombs. And also, yes, you have bombs in this game. Welcome back to PODD. Hello, Crescent. So, bomb button is the ultimate C button. Yes, you bomb in with C in this game. It will drain your entire meter, and the more meter you have, the longer the bomb will last.
And it resets at the start of every stage.
Yeah. So if you spend all 3 bombs now and start next stage, you will have 3 more bombs. Also, one funny thing about this card is that in 1.0, the cards were switched, so this would actually be the +2 bomb card, and not the extend bomb timer. But in 1.1, they got changed, so now this is the extend bomb card instead of the +2.
Hang on, I'm just gonna try shooting it down.
Technically, it's better to use. Ramus C1 is busted at doing damage, so it's like PODD 1, where you just put down amulets.
Yeah, it's PODD 1, exactly.
If you put it on top of the boss will start melting, but then that also means you have to be close to the boss. Also, important thing about the gauge and the scope in this game. You see, the scope when you hold down the charge button. It has different mechanics. It does not only make it so spears get activated so you can kill them easily. It will also slow down bullets and enemies close by, and it will also do a form of grazing of bullets. So if there's a lot of bullets, you can either graze them to get gauge items. You can see those small bullet monies from one of the markets. But if you also use your scope, they will also drop that currency that you can pick up to get more gauge. So if there's a lot of bullets and you're low on gauge, it could be ideal to just pull out the scope just to scope the bullets real fast.
I'm kind of surprised that the game actually has a rank.
Yeah, the game has rank.
I don't know.
Well, it's kind of more noticeable in the sense of just the spam is going to get way worse over time. But
how?
Because see from the enemies that now they start shooting, they didn't shoot in the beginning of hard mode. Oh, time to charge C3.
Oh dear. Be careful with the lasers. Oh my god.
Bomb.
Okay, a bomb is fine. Rainbow's bomb is attached to... Okay, so the different bombs have different behavior properties based on the scope of the character that you're using, really. Rainbow has the advantage of having a bomb that moves with her, so you can actually damage enemies with it.
And you of course have iframe, so if you bomb, you should just stand on top of the boss until it runs out, basically. Or at least close enough where you can damage it. If you have the Suika card, which does damage when it does more damage when you're close to something, you should definitely be on top of the boss when you bomb.
Okay.
And next item we got was the pouch card.
I can't see
so we collect the gauge item.
It's hard to see the bullets in the background. Jesus.
Yeah. So we collect the gauge items further away with this card.
Unfortunately, no laser, so the shot damage is considerably... Oh dear.
I mean, technically, ideal Rainbow gameplay, you just spam C1. So then you don't even use the laser. So I will almost say like the gauge item is better. Like I love the pouch card so much; it's so good in PvP.
But spamming C1 is not exactly easy to do per se. So, well,
yeah. So in this case, in this case, it probably would have been better with having the.
There's actually something to about the charge card, which does it even work in single player?
I don't think it does. I think it's just literally broken in story mode.
Which is hilarious. It absolutely works in PvP, but at the very least after the update, it just doesn't work anymore. So
I don't think it worked in 1.0 either.
That's great. That's really great.
Like it has always been broken in story mode. There is a lot of broken things in this game. Like this entire game, like unfinished Dreamfall, here goes. Like don't understress that unfinished part. Like this game may have gotten an update, it doesn't mean it's fully functional. I mean, you could time travel in the previous patch.
Suika's spell has very little HP to it, but the gimmick is that Suika becomes invulnerable for long periods of time and chases you with these bullets spawning, so you do need to be careful in how you approach it. The thing is that a lot of characters have some sort of damage dealing option, especially with their charge, that will allow them to just basically insta-kill the card if you're prepared for it. Rainbow can C1 it or C2 it, and it just dies because it has like 400 HP.
Now we're low, so it's time to start building up gauge so we can get a C3 so we can recover a border. You can start charging now for it.
In general, if you're not like...
Nice.
Oh god. Nice. In general, it's if you're really low on gauge, then it can be worth to just get your scope out, especially with some characters like Reimu, with the scope being effectively just a giant brace box that also slows bullets. But yeah. The shot alone is gonna be able to take out Suika, and we're in the 6-6.
It's like when you get more experience in the game, you know like how early you can scope. Like you can scope as soon as you get the gauge, or you did get additional shot type card. But you can also scope before you have the gauge, because either there is a lot of gauge items on the screen, or you can scope the bullets that will drop gauge items, and then you get them, and by the time you have refilled up to the max amount of gauge, you have enough to do a C3. So sometimes you just charge early because you know you will have enough to C3. Sometimes you misjudge that and you will be stuck on a C2 and
yeah, that's not
there's
great.
enough on the screen.
But it's also not like in... well, the CPU is generally not too hesitant on shooting enemies and sending bullets your way, so it is possible to still charge up to a C3 regardless. Just maybe a bit uglier.
They will try its best to Shane,
okay,
but
this
because
is
of
like a fairly big jump in difficulty.
Oh, Hisami is a very annoying boss.
Yes, late curvy lasers, which are not great, but at the very least if you scope them or graze them, they give a lot of items.
Yeah.
So you pretty much never really run out of gauge against Hisami.
But the problem is that you can also die very easily because curvy lasers.
Yes.
And
now,
also which is more curvy
thankfully,
laser.
Reimu has this thing called C2 that just cancels everything, so...
yeah, like Rainbow C2 is kind of broken.
Just look at how much it cancels, it's kind of ridiculous.
It's like... I mean, I did... like, my most viewed video is just me having, like, shooting a literal wall and still winning because Rainbow C2 is...
That's the problem with Rainbow's new C1, actually. Because it deals so little damage initially. If, like, an enemy is right in front of you, it might not be able to kill it off with how tanky the enemies are in this game.
But you do get the iframes now, which arguably is almost better.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, I need to charge for L3.
Oh no! C2 please, active
yeah,
C3
you can see through there. Yeah, there was a nice gap. Oh, and you can see through again. You have enough bar. You can see by the bar blinking. If the bar is blinking, that means you have enough gauge to do a C3. So that... it's timed.
Not quite enough. Try again.
So that's like an easy way to judge, like, do I have enough or not? You can quickly see, is the bar blinking? If the bar is not blinking, you don't have enough to see free.
Ow!
Oh dear.
Damn it. Okay, first that.
But the bar will only be blinking if you don't have a shield. If you have a shield, it won't blink when you reach that. I'll see you stand on top of
Alright,
the summon.
C2 here should be able to... Okay, never mind, we're dodging, that's fine.
Nice C1. That
Good
does
damage. Yeah, one of the biggest problems with just generally raw shooting in this game is that there's so many enemy waves spawning, and with how tanky they are, it can be problematic to try to get your shots to even connect with the boss. This is why things like Mercer's piercing C1 is really good for actually dealing damage. But
Just in time, nice.
Oh, hello, Tharis.
hello.
Hello.
Okay, so Zamu is a humongous problem for many shot types after the patch in single player. And the only reason for that is that Zun changed the behavior of a C2 from the first version of the game. A C2 basically converts all enemies on screen into spirits. And spirits send a lot more attacks than regular enemies. Now, it used to be the fact that before the patch, the conversion didn't actually convert them into spirits. They were kind of like fake spirits that still inherited the properties of the enemy that they were originally. Which was still insanely strong, and Zamu could still do a lot of disgusting things with it, but it was much less problematic than it is currently, where if Zamu decides to C2 on an enemy wave and shoot it, you get a massive spam of toothpicks on your screen. Which is...
There's still some stuff that's kept in the conversion. For example, when you scope special enemies, no, not special, enhanced spirits.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Because they won't chain, even that form. Which makes it a really interesting matchup where you have to remember which was normal spirits, which was fairies, which was the enhanced spirits. So you then like try to shoot the fairies that got converted, since they will chain. Should we explain like the chaining mechanic in this game, and if you can still get free attacks and all that in this game?
Yeah, so if you see the top left corner, there's a hits counter there. I don't believe the chaining counter is directly related to this, but it's probably a decent enough explanation wherein the hits counter generates more gauge items the higher it is, but in a similar vein, if you kill enough enemies, and especially spirits, in a short period of time, then you will automatically fire off extra C3s and 4s that are just completely free and instant. This is primarily used by the CPU against you.
We just saw Zambo doing a C2, but she erased all of her spirits, because she can just do that for some reason. When she converts enemies, she can sometimes scope them, and they will just be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game is really buggy.
Still,
It's like, oh,
even after a
there's
patch.
yeah. I mean, this game got like new bugs almost.
Now,
I mean,
like,
a lot of things did get fixed.
okay,
which
nice
says
usage
a
there,
lot.
but that actually highlighted one of the problems that Rim has, which is that Zambu specifically. Oh dear.
Got sniped with toothpick.
The toothpicks are not immediately cancelable. They have a very long time when they spawn in before they
And she manual boss.
before they lose their cancel immunity. Okay, well, we're doing an extra attack. Thank you, Zamu.
Yeah, so if the AI either chains a boss or manually sends a C4, you do the same script attack again. If you haven't sent a script attack, it will just use the boss level.
Oh my god.
That this time I don't recommend shooting down the boss. I would say just stream the patterns, things you can see.
I might even suggest stop shooting, quite frankly.
Yeah, now we're at the penultimate Incendient Spirit Shot, which is really nasty pattern. As you can see, it's just a lot of streaming, but together with everything else, it's just complete garbage.
If Zamu does anything on this pattern, you just get hit. There's really no way around it.
At least also see like the lunatic version.
There are so many pellets that just spawn during this attack.
Zambo didn't do anything, so we actually managed to shoot it down there. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
like half the problem, like there's a big problem like with just the chaining in itself. Okay, prepare the C2s.
Kingdom of Lost Sheep. Also,
No sheep.
the sheep again. Very scary pattern on its own. Again, like with everything else together, complete garbage.
Yeah, now see the chaining time. Good luck. Maybe
Oh,
a spawn.
yep. C3. Ah, you could have had it. Oh.
Yeah, like if someone decides to C2 at any time, you just fucked because it's in itself is like annoying.
Oh, no.
Now with runnable shit, it's just hell.
But this is the last
honestly,
just bomb it.
cancel.
Just bomb it to finish
Just
it.
gonna bomb spam. I don't
Yeah, like
give a-
the pattern
There you
is
go.
tanky. And you play a shot that does good damage. Now do it with like.
Okay, ending blocker. Prepare that.
Yeah.
Are we
Or
good?
the ending blocker. Du vill till ending blocker, alltså.
Achievement. Hell.
Adorable. Hell.
Hell.
George.
What's up?
Ending.
Well, fuck soon, I
Do we
guess.
have the ending blocker?
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
we got it now.
Okay,
Now we do.
Jesus. George, don't sleep on the wheel.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, we can
But,
get in.
Yeah, so we didn't see too much of it, but Reimu C2 is kind of the main reason why Reimu is a much easier shot to work with than all of the other characters, just because the C2 is just a universal cancel that it basically acts like a bomb, and it can cancel so many bullets that it just invalidates a lot of patterns. You can charge it fast enough that you can chain it, so you just have permanent cancels. And it deals some damage, especially if you land the C1 correctly, because you get a C1 on top of every C2 or higher. So that makes Reimu considerably easier to 1cc with once you understand how to use that part of the toolkit.
Kokoma de
it's
the resource over the ending blocker.
Okay, thank you, son.
Note
Well,
how,
that's a mistake to make. That's fine.
note how playtesters has not been mentioned. In
You
this
can now pick
particular
Zamu in Versus mode, and Hisami, and Insuika, and Marissa. So you unlock characters in Versus mode by encountering them in story mode. If you didn't know.
Hang on.
Marissa
Okay.
or Sanai.
I'm flipping a coin. Sorry, just gonna have to. Just like a very quick.
It Semajisen or the one person that nuked Mingan Spider.
Okay, heads is Marissa, tails Sanai, because Marissa is like earlier in the alphabet. It's heads, it's Marissa.
Let's
Okay,
go.
we have maybe a problem.
Why?
We will see. We will see.
I mean, we're fine.
So Marissa has really good shot damage in this game. That's a huge relief for those of you who know how Marissa has been in recent titles, especially FW. But Marissa's C1 got, I believe, buffed actually in the update.
I know C2 got buffed at least.
Oh, C2 got buffed. Did C1 get weaker? I think C1 got weaker actually, sorry. I got them
I
mixed
think
up,
we
but...
just stayed. But yeah, so the shot is good, but you know what even better? C1, and you know what's even better than that? C2.
Yeah, so Sh0dan, if you want to just try looking at charging up a C1, you'll see what it does immediately.
Yeah, it's not just a laser.
Basically, it's
It's
just
really,
Lyrica from POV.
yeah, just so if you see a boss, just spam laser on top of it. Like, don't even
Yeah.
think about shooting. Like, C1 is just better.
C1
And
will
also,
do more
it
damage,
also means
on
that
average.
you're also scoping bullets, so you get more gauge.
Yes.
And
The
if you want to, you
reason
can also
why-
C2.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The reason
this is-
why... Go on.
I don't know, it sort of plays like a cross between Lyrica and Marissa from POV.
Yeah, her
It's
scope
kinda
is
funny,
there's
like,
Lyrica.
Usually I say like Lyric has like put like Marisa in POV, but now the tides have turned.
Yeah, you can try using C2 here. And you see it spawns 3 lasers, and even though it doesn't look like it, they can definitely hit the boss, at least 2 of them. And the reason why this is so much stronger than just shooting is because, like I said earlier, there's so many enemy waves spawning in this game, and you cannot slow it down like in PoFE. And they are so tanky that a lot of the time your shot will not actually be able to hit a boss, even if you're trying to actively shoot it. So having some sort of piercing damage like this is just so much better for actually dealing damage to the boss and speed killing things.
Like a die in next C2.
Hey, I'm not supposed to
Okay,
get
the C1 definitely got weaker.
Jesus.
C1 or C2 both are like really good option, but also C2 has like one additional benefit where you may not look like it, but C2 and above it does have a bullet cancel.
Yeah, so
Like,
a very small
like,
one, but...
yeah. Like, I like using the shield as a reference, where the C2 is like halfway from the shield, from you to the shield. C3 is like just inside the shield, and C4 is like just outside the shield. In terms of
Okay,
how
I'm just
long the
getting
range
raced
is. So it's
missiles.
basically, it's
Lovely.
really short, but it does exist. So instead of level 1 dodging, we have really small cancel.
Okay, Nasrin is a bit of a nasty opponent to deal with, because if Nasrin does manage to combo off, which her entire kit is actually built off to do, she can spawn multiple C3s, which can kind of just wall you with the gold pendulums. But because they're playing against the CPU, it doesn't really do that. So you're fine to just spam C3 and C2, sorry. And Nasrin's non-spell is just perfect for farming gauge with Ursa.
Yeah.
So that's very enjoyable.
I'd say like even on like the stage check simulation boss, like still C2, since for example Nasr and EX, they are the perfect of just being annoying. They're in the way and you can't shoot them and they are invincible, so they will just get pushed to the side. But the C1 and C2 has piercing. They don't care about that there is things in the way, they will just pierce.
Yep. So
And also
we can just spam C1, C2 to deal damage.
If it hasn't been mentioned, C3 and C4 will also do a C1.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we got the bad Sh0dan card, and okay, that's
Isn't that
fine.
like the good,
Extra bomb.
because we have +2 bombs now, we have 5 bombs.
I mean, yeah, no, but the Sh0dan card was the object.
The Sh0dan card I found
Yeah.
Nasrin.
So all of the characters you fight against in this game can give you one of two different cards that are themed around them, in story mode at least. And Sh0dan can give you either a shot card that gives you missiles that are directly behind your character, which means even more shot damage, straightforward, which is very, very strong actually. Or whatever this thing is doing, which is just firing missiles at varying widths away from you. This is easily one of the worst shots.
Well, now you got
Just how
range, but
inconsistent it is.
Okay, now we're
range in this game just means you're gonna shoot down stuff that you don't want to shoot down.
I mean,
Oh.
it does clear out the side so Ferris doesn't get in the way. I would say like this is at least better than the Rainbow Amulet card. Like that card is
Yeah,
so
okay,
bad.
fair. That
Okay,
just doesn't
and
do
we have
anything.
like what, 50% chance of seeing it right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. So, Reimu is a problematic opponent to fight with any character, just because Reimu C3 is what Yin Yang Divine Orb from Touhou 18. It is very, very bad, especially if it's overlaid on top of other attacks or just general spam. So, if possible, you generally want to make sure that Reimu doesn't use multiple C3s in a row. Now, this is going to be difficult to do if you don't really understand how the enemies in story mode spawn attacks, because it's not just them charging. You can see that Reimu just got a free C3 out of nowhere there. That's because there is a fixed sort of stage progression based on the stage that you are encountering the enemy at. And they will always use at specific intervals some preset number of attacks at specific levels. So the next attack here is going to be a boss that is just a non-spell. Actually, no, we already saw the just non-spell one earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this has a spell.
So
Ooh.
yeah, like this is not like POV hitbox Yin Yang where it's like where like no, these are the full-on UM1. There's like accurate to the hitbox, like really accurate. So
really accurate.
They are chunky.
The small ones have some leeway, not much, but some. The big ones have no leeway, so yeah, watch out around those.
And also
Okay,
because
do I
it's a
get the
singular
amulet
bullet,
cards?
you only get one gauge after them. So compared like 5 pellets to 5 big yin yangs. Okay, we got the amulet card. Yay.
It's not good.
No, like
So
I did
you
a
can see
test
that
of-
there's a yin yang option behind Mercer now that fires these homing yin yangs that you get
Don't do
one.
that.
One every like second. It's so
I did like a
damage.
I did like a test of like all the shot type damage where like 250 health enemies. The amulet card took like 12-18 seconds to kill both of them. The other spread siren shot, if you hit one of them, it took like 3.
Okay, we're seeing the gimmick of one of these 3
mob
beast
bosses.
matriarchs in this game, because all 3 of them are in this game, Yuma, Saki, and Yachie, and that is that they spawn these enhanced animal spirits. You can see that usually there's wolf, otter, and eagle spirits spawning on screen sometimes, and they are generally a bit of a nuisance. But when they're enhanced, they're even tankier. In fact, they're so tanky that a lot of characters shouldn't even bother trying to shoot them down, whereas I can just pierce through them, so it doesn't really matter. The main problem is that if you scope them, then they don't disappear. Instead, you just kind of reset their attack. So with the wolves here, after spawning in and running down the screen for a bit, they will then change their direction to aim at the player and then charge forward. If you scope them at any point, then once they finish unscoping themselves, they just charge at the player again. And because Marissa's scope can extend behind her, this can lead to some pretty awkward situations of wolves from behind charging at wherever you were at. So you do have to watch out for that. With that said, this is arguably the tamest enhanced spirit to deal with. Some people would argue that it's even easier to deal with than the original wolves, because the original wolves will fire an aim bullet at you.
Also, compared to the previous patch, they don't give anything when you kill them.
Yeah.
So like you can kill previous patch, they like still like worth a spirit. So if you kill like a decent chunk, you get some stuff. But because we're playing 1-1, if you kill like a wall of them, it doesn't give shit. They're just in the way, and if you kill them, you just get them out of the way. So they are like really boring.
It's a huge buff to the matriarchs for PvP at the very least, but
Yeah. It's like,
I should have bombed.
there is a reason why we changed how these kinds of enemies worked in balance patch. Well, to be fair, that was me creating it out of spite. Like I hated them so much, I just that was the first ever mod that it was change how they worked.
yeah, this game has a bit of a balance issue surrounding characters that spawn enemies. But yeah, you can see that Marissa's laser does do enough damage to actually be able to kill them, so if they are really in your way, then you can still kill them. But because they are so tanky and because they get in the way of your shot so much, it's even harder to actually take down the boss using most of the shots in this game, which don't have shot damage as good as this.
Also, she will always move the same way in this path, where
Yeah,
middle,
left
right,
now.
middle, left, middle.
But
And
yeah,
now she will go back to the right.
the thing about the spirits getting scoped still applies. So if you really want to, you can just keep a group of enhanced spirits scoped like for a while to farm gauge off of them, since they will still spawn some bullets. But yeah, not an issue here. We just got past it, and we got a card that enhances our wolf spirits when sent to the enemy, which is useless against the CPU, but whatever. The matriarchs generally don't give any useful cards, so it doesn't really matter.
either you send stronger spirits or you get weaker spirits.
Yeah.
So for Saki, right now we got the one that strengthen our spirits. And the one with the wolf that's flexing is actually the one where you get weaker for some reason.
I mean, it's because of like intimidation and hierarchy or something. It's in the name of the card, but I don't remember the full name. Enoko here. Enoko is a character that spawns these traps on the field, and they have hitboxes. They're a little generous, like not that big, but you do want to generally steer clear of them. Now, where Enoko is really terrifying in PvP is because Enoko can spawn a lot of those traps because she has excellent chaining ability, but because I'm playing against the CPU is not really going to know how to chain properly, but can still accidentally stumble into a good chain every now and then, so you do have to be careful.
I guess it's like imp monkeys with infinite typewriters.
Correct, yes.
I mean, also one thing to note about most bullets, there's some set position where the EX can spawn, but otherwise they will only spawn on top and above you. So basically, rule number one against Enoko is don't bottom hug, because if she sends a wall and you're not bottom hug, you can just move down a little bit and none of the EX will hit you.
Yes.
That's like one of the reasons why Enoko isn't that good in PvP. Because you can just be at the top of the screen, slowly stream down, kill the boss, then go up again, and then you repeat that movement the entire game. You will then die to fast bullets and like eagles, but then you can use the slow random bullets cards, and then she becomes easy again.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you can see the severe movement restriction imposed here by bottom hugging once the trap starts spawning in, especially with a C3. Oh!
I keep pressing X wanting to bomb, it's not X.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to get used to it. So Marissa's bomb here, you can see, is...
It's right.
It stays in place, like, you know, the C1 stays in place as well. So you do have to aim it properly, but it is very strong, especially if you have the gauge to back it up. That's another thing about the bombs in this game, because they also drain your gauge, and the duration is extended by how much gauge you have. So... you generally...
something.
Usually you want to save bombs as a last resort, but...
something useful and dangerous, whatever.
You just got the options. So you can see right behind Marissa there is this bear trap option now that will fire off pointed arrows, I guess? And they are very strong, but the angle is a little awkward. More applicable... there's one straightforward, so it's just better damage, but more applicable if you're shotgunning-ish.
I mean, with that Marissa option, probably want to like spam C2 still, it doesn't really help.
Yeah, you just want to spam C1 anyway.
The additional shots only shoot when you're shooting, not when you charge attacking. Which means that so they are kind of pointing. Oh.
Yeah, remember when I said Marissa has a problem? This is the problem. She doesn't have a good way of dealing with Zamu at all, other than just trying to kill her ASAP. Because Zamu has the spontaneous ability to just absolutely massacre the screen with spears, you have like basically two ways of dealing with it. One is to just, like Marissa's game plan, just kill her patterns ASAP so that she doesn't have the time to try to bullshit you. Alternatively, you kill her indirectly, in that you are attacking her side of the field and trying to wall the CPU so that the CPU dies 5 times. And that will also end the fight. But it's not a viable win condition with Marissa because the CPU is very, very good at spontaneous raw dodging, but yeah, because of that you're not really able to try to forcibly kill the CPU here. You're just gonna have to try to kill the patterns ASAP. That's kind of the only way you can lessen the pain of this fight.
Yeah, so most characters like has either they kill Samu or they have bullet cancel.
Funnily enough, it got easier for most characters in this patch compared to the original one.
A lot of characters got a bit easier, so they have some ways of dealing with Zamu, but Marissa, funnily enough, is not one of them. So Marissa went from being one of like the easier 1CCs just because the C1 was so absurdly strong in the original version, to having some problems to LNN with.
Oh,
And you can see, yeah,
oh,
this
maybe
is
just
it,
press
this
C.
is it. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, bomb, good.
Will
Yeah, since you've got 5 bombs to work with, you
Oh, they
just take me.
will they shoot? They will shoot, but they're not chaining. Okay, you got lucky.
Okay, wow. Okay, we
They
can
shoot
get
to
some gauge
nothing.
back. One way to get gauge of Versa is to especially
time
get, oh, never
time to
mind.
stream.
Maybe bomb. Yeah. Okay. Maybe bomb on top of her. With it. Oh, nice death bomb.
Is that a death bomb?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can death bomb this game.
But we have no gauge and
Pick up the gauge item.
Pick up those items. Okay, that's
Send
enough.
C3.
C3.
The problem is we need to keep some bombs for the final, or else
Okay,
we won't
send
be
a
able
Oh,
to
that's a
get through
C4.
that.
Oh, we use that gauge.
That also works, but it wastes more gauge.
Careful of this wolf. Oh my god.
Oh, the wolf bullets. On sprite.
Yeah, so Zambu can also just spawn instantly spears on the side of the screen, so that's not a safe position.
Oh,
to be in.
she shaded a bit.
And we're taking a hit here. We have 1 bomb for the final.
Hopefully she doesn't manual boss. Samu? Okay. Didn't.
She could chain. Okay, no, she doesn't.
We're gonna die. Okay, that's fine.
That's
Get some
fine.
gauge back,
Final
get
boss.
some
Yes,
gauge back.
spam C2 some in the middle.
Yeah, spam C2.
Kill her.
Oh,
Eh.
C3. Nice.
Oh, good.
No, but this is still really hard to dodge, even with the pattern itself being nerfed.
If you bomb, do it in the middle.
Oh god.
Actually survived this though.
It's fine. Yeah, C3 here. Okay, good. Very good dodging. C2. Nice. Again. Wow.
We can just bomb in the middle and we'll like finish off.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 seconds left.
Yeah, you can bomb now. Just bomb. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay, that she does.
Okay.
Alright.
It was kind of a rough one, but I guess I
Scary.
managed it.
Yeah.
George, prepare the ending block.
Ending blocker.
Blocker
Okay.
again.
We see Marissa's house, okay. Just don't...
Your cook
Balls of
pot.
magic.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, well, that's enough.
So that is kind of a showcase of what Zamu can do in this game after the patch. So
It's only hard mode. I don't know about Lunatic.
And that's why, yeah, that's why like elements in this game is really random.
now we unlock.
Lots of oh, we have Saren, Nasrin, and Ran now. They have more option.
Yes, more options, but I'm only picking the one.
Oh, one good thing, you won't fight Sunman anymore.
And Chiari got massively nerfed, so she's a lot easier to deal with, but it is still Chiari, so that is going to be the pain point of this route.
Wasn't like wasn't Chiari banned in tournaments early on?
Yes.
She's like always banned.
She might still be banned in many tournaments now.
If it's like
because
a patch, she probably isn't. But like vanilla, I don't know. 1.1 they did like make.
Isn't like
She's not even the
30X,
best in
but, like,
1.1.
Ouch. Okay, hang on.
yeah, Chiari's
this-
biggest problem is her C3 into C2 combo. But we will explain that when we get there. First of all, Sanai as an opponent. Sanai spawns these lasers down the screen that kind of just fold inwards at random vertical heights. But the one thing that she doesn't do is cover the top of the screen. So if the boss non-spell isn't on screen, like this one right now, you can just go to the top half of the screen and none of the lasers can hit you. Now, you are at the top half of the screen, so you have to dodge a random spam with much less reaction time, but it is the most effective way to just completely avoid having to deal with Sanae's bullshit. Because these lasers have some ridiculously fat hitboxes.
Also, run shots, you basically...
C2 and then you can stun for like 2 or 3 times afterwards. Yeah.
Like
C2 will double your options and DC1 will increase your fire rate.
Yeah.
But consecutively C2ing doesn't actually do anything. So.
Your I and Remilia, if you hold focus, you will just put down your shot in a place and move to the side. Got frog. But nice.
They immediately snap back to you when you unfocus, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Well, we got
so yeah, C2ing good for damage, C2 doubles your option. If you C2 while you have a C2, it won't do anything. It won't even expand the gauge. Which is sometimes bad, because sometimes you want the C2 cancel, but you can't do that since you can't C2. But that's like a very specific moment.
Alright, another problematic-ish opponent, Tsukasa here. Tsukasa spawns these test tube things that expand bullets that touch them. And her entire C3 is just this cone of bullets that turn into mentors, that turn into orbs, and you can imagine just how bad it gets when there's a lot of bullets on screen, when there's a lot of test tubes on screen. So, also, like Sanae, another character that is very easy to dodge if you just stay in the top corners. Ironically.
And meanwhile, there's also these weird popcorn pellets also appearing that swirl around for some reason.
They only spawn from her C2 when they reflect bullets, but they are quite bad.
The swirl around comes on the EX, and if the EX is another EX, then they will swirl.
Alright, we're already onto the boss here.
I see. I never noticed that.
Yeah. So, as usual for most shot, most of the time you do more damage just C1A. As a run, you want to C2 and then C1. You always want to have like the double shots. Because, well, double the DPS, you can't say no to that.
Oh, so fun fact about that. Oh my god! Fun fact about this spell. Before the patch, the lasers didn't bounce. Zoom probably forgot to make them bounce. Because the spell name is the exact same as the one in UM Extra. So...
Yeah, I think he literally just took the code and they considered that the fighting screen is smaller.
Very funny.
I think it's the original patch, well, the original version had some problem where bullets would spawn on top of the bosses. That affected a couple patterns, like the Tsukasa spell.
Yeah, we're gonna see a pattern that it affected later as well, but yeah, the function that spawns bullets at a set distance away from the boss just broke. So
I mean, Zun just basically offloads most of it fixing to 32 mostly.
I mean, he did end up fixing a lot of them in the patch, but also ended up breaking a lot of other things, so very funny. Very funny.
So basically like every other modern game development, you fix some shit, but you break something else.
I would say like overall this patch like fixed more stuff. For example, you can't time travel anymore. You can't enter a stage with 0 lives. Maybe you still can, I don't know. Maybe you still can't do that.
Was very funny.
Yeah, time traveling is really funny. And then you just double your card. Which means you can't get Samus card anymore.
You could get infinite, but yeah.
But that's like an interesting run. Try to get interesting challenge. Get one of Samus cards in story mode. See how you solve that. Because it was possible in the previous patch.
So Rin as an opponent, Rin spawns these red vengeful spirits that are also insanely tanky and also kind of act like the enhanced spirits in that when you scope them, they just kind of stay in place and then continue moving down once they unscope themselves. On hard, it looks like they don't fire too many bullets, but they are just generally very annoying and in their way.
It's based on rank, so if you play, for example, like a normal mode, they won't fire bullets at all, but after some time they will start firing bullets.
Yeah, it's just
that Lunix start retire. And also, one good thing about Orange EX is that unlike other you can scope them and they won't shoot bullets when they unscope. So you can just scope a wall and they won't do anything.
Didn't you get changed that they will only shoot once at most?
Yes, at least that's what was written in the notes. I'm not actually sure if it works.
Oh,
nice bomb.
The main thing about Rin that got changed between versions is that her C2 went from being a screen-wide Zanmu-like conversion ability into a screen-wide scope, which is way worse.
It always was a screen-wide scope. It's just that it lost its ability to do the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the screen-wide scope is actually kind of nice. Like, it's still like kind of funny that your C2 is just having Komachi scope, and also triple the C1. And now we have Suka.
And it generally Orin got like insanely nerfed, so you don't get to do a very fun strat. Well, for some other reasons as well, but you don't get to do a very fun strat that you can do in the base version survival.
At least the LNN got buffed.
At least the LNN got buffed. I mean, it's way more boring now. Okay, Suika again. So you can see now that with a shot that deals so much damage, like Ron's, you can actually kill the mini dolls very quickly. That's the main weakness that Suika has. Her entire shtick is just spawning these dolls, and if you kill the dolls, then you know what can she really do. But we're gonna see the spell again, so when you see the spell, maybe you can try scoping it and then using a C1 or C2 when the moment the Suika unfolds herself and becomes vulnerable, and see just how fast it dies.
Yeah.
I'll try, but
like
no promises.
Yeah, like usually you want to prepare a shot like... This is the null spell, not the spell card.
Well, the non did get buffed, because the bullet actually properly spawned a set distance away now.
I don't like it got buffed, but in the code it didn't change at all.
Yeah.
Like this is literally the same code as 1.0. It's just that the function
functions
works
correctly
now. Yeah. It's also interesting, like people like said like, oh, Tsuki got buffed, and look at the code like, no, nothing happened.
The bug affects Suika, Yuma, Bitten, yeah. Surprisingly, not that many. It mainly affected a couple of story mode spells, but outside of that, like, not too much change. Like Suika's non became way more threatening at high levels, especially.
I think also like On also got affected. Like, it's not
kind of minute changes in those cases, but yeah, it is.
It's only really noticeable on like Suika.
Yeah.
Also, if there's like enough on the screen, you could technically see free to get the script the bosses faster, but you could also just shoot one. And now,
alright, so you can scope Suika here, and oh, never mind, we
shot the C2. Or just C1.
We didn't get the C1 there, it's fine. But you can see that this is actually another very effective way of dealing with her spell. Because
she's going to die.
Her movement is slowed massively when she's in the scope, even when she's in mist form. So just by keeping her in the scope when she's moving at you, you actually make it so that she can't hit the bottom of the screen and like block you off. So it massively simplifies the spell that way.
Like usually what I've noticed is a lot of like new players to UDoALG like really struggle with the Suika fights, but the more experienced players like doesn't really have a problem, probably because they know how to like speed kill the boss.
Yeah, they just kill the spell in like 1 second the moment it unleashes itself.
Yeah.
Which very funny. It's another major change between versions. Suika's spell actually got nerfed. Oh,
C2.
Badly timed. No, we're not gonna be able to hit the boss now. Oh well.
Okay, now we charge this. Okay, no, we're under boss.
No, you need to charge and release it like the moment. Release it only when the boss reveals herself. But no, the timing is not like the easiest to understand. The bomb is fine.
Yeah, it landed right on top of the bomb.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Now we're gonna come up to the highlight of the match, the shit show. As far as I know. Is it stage 5 or is it stage 6?
It's stage 5
It's
now.
stage 5.
Yes.
So we meet the
Chiari
shit show.
is here.
Welcome. Welcome, the most broken character in the previous match.
Uh-huh.
And also the most
So-
annoying boss in story mode that isn't Tanne.
Chiari's gimmick is that she spawns purple spirits, not actually enemies, just like fireballs that when you get close to them will actively chase the player. And they shrink when they're doing so to the point where they can disappear pretty quickly. But what they are not strong at in duration, they make up for in number. Chiari C3 spawns a lot of them at a very uncomfortably close distance around the player. And her C2 spawns 2 to the top left and top right of you, while also enlarging the ones that are already on screen.
In the previous
This
patch,
is-
she could have used C2 forever, but in the new patch, she can only enlarge them once.
And this is the nerfed version. The spirits not only spawn smaller compared to the original patch, they also enlarge much smaller. Specifically, it went from oh my god. It went from a base duration of 300 frames to 600 frames enlarged to 200, 400. So they got incredibly badly nerfed. And even then, she is still really hard to deal with. Oh, another thing. Pre-patch, the fireballs were completely bomb immune. And cancel immune, so even when you died, they lingered on screen. The only way to get rid of them was a boss cancel.
Yeah.
But in general, the way you deal with Chiari is kind of just by very carefully playing, in story mode at least. You need to make sure that she doesn't get the chance to spawn too many at the same time, which for LNN would involve really needing to time when you let her use her C3s, the automatic ones, and also just generally trying to clear out as many of them before they can become a problem.
Also very important to note, like before, like the scope, like don't underestimate its slowing ability.
Yes.
Like if there's a lot of EEC, just pull out the scope to slow down so they don't.
Oh my god.
Also, a funny thing, there's no such thing as one CC in this game. If you continue, you still get the good ending. There aren't any bad endings.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, this boss is still annoying. It's a very like specific way how you deal with it. If you know how to deal with Chiari well, she kind of becomes fine, but she's still really annoying.
It's doable.
I know, like in
but
I did a LMB where I actually straight up killed Chiari. Like I got her health to 0 with run.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I was stuck in a spell ward the entire time.
I think this is just generally what happens to a lot of new players to UDoALG. Like on the release of the game, everybody was just stuck on run stage 5 because Chiari was just an insane opponent to fight. I actually somehow managed to clear it first try somehow, but I think I got lucky.
I don't remember my first time. I think I maybe have a recording of it somewhere, but I don't know if that includes run or not. Okay,
Yuma
so
final
Yuma.
boss. Yuma has these enhanced ego spirits that her C3 will spawn them in a set formation in like a sort of specific angles from near the top middle of the screen. So they can be pretty annoying to deal with because if you scope them, then they're just gonna charge at you again after resetting the angle. And their base angle from the C3 is also not the cleanest to deal with since they fire off a lot of aim bullets as well. So you do kind of want to know how to deal with her. One way is to just scope all of the C3 spirits the moment they spawn in, so that they just kind of line up and charge at you in one go, at one angle. But
also That's also a really good way to get the gauge. If you like pile them up, then you scope one time when they shoot, and then you have like enough gauge to just tank the hit and then see free.
It's also entirely possible to just dodge them though, so you can also do that.
If you don't want to do that, you can just dodge. You get less gauge, so it depends on how desperate you're on gauge.
Yeah.
I do the other way. I do the first way because I want to finish as fast as possible, because the faster I finish, the less the rank is. And the more runs I can do.
Now, generally speaking, there are a couple of final bosses in this game. Yuma is considered to be one of the easier ones. Because the animal matriarchs are generally considered to be pretty easy, because their gimmicks are much less problematic to deal with than the other two. Alright, we can see the C3 leveled up a little bit here, so it's gonna fire off even more eagles, which makes the gaps a little more difficult to go through. Makes the cleanup a little more difficult to handle.
Yeah, but this is like the proper way of doing it without doing the scoping strat. Everyone, if I won, they should like do all shot speed run. See how long that takes.
Yuma's boss patterns are generally pretty tame as well. Her non-spell is kind of just a nothing. It's just a little bit of bullets, but her spells, you just need to stay away from the top half of the screen, because the bullets just kind of spawn instantly from there with no warning. So if you're up there and you get insta-gib, then, well, GG. But because she's the final boss here, we get to see 2 story mode exclusive patterns. So we're gonna see that after this spell.
Yeah. That is this. Oh, well, here's
a lot of chaining there.
Also, Yuma seems
massively buffed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that. In the latest patch, it looked the same. Yeah, the thing is that the visual did not match the cancel. It got updated so the visual now matches the cancel. Or the cancel matches the visual more like.
Alright, here's the penultimate. Stay away from the left and right side of the screen.
Yeah.
And then they kind of home in at... to far left!
The fireballs are aimed, so you can misdirect them by being higher up.
Well, we're going to see how continues work. You just start the stage again.
Yeah, it's really simple. Continue.
Okay, I guess I did die around. The Chiari got more lives than I had to let her.
Yeah, like Shiari will just eat up your lives like nothing.
And I think this is the tame version of Chiari.
This is the tame version of Chiari, yes.
Yeah, like previous patch Chiari's was such a pain.
Ran is generally even considered to be one of the characters that can kind of deal with her, just because the scope is actually good against the spirits. But I mean, Ran also has her as a stage 5 boss, which is much worse than any other character has it, so...
I mean, at least... I mean, there are like easy... Yeah, there's like a lot easier. Like, Saki and Yuma has released the Shiari since it's so early on. And also, because they are who they are, Shiari can't really do shit.
But the hardest Chiari, I'd say even now, arguably, would be Mamiso's.
Yeah, definitely.
I hate that fight. Mamiso takes forever to charge, and your scope is not present at all.
Non-existent. Your scope is... Well, I don't know if we'll get to see it, but it is the funniest scope in the game, probably.
Yeah, it's so pathetic. Yeah. Also, like, funny enough, with like the different with like Shiaris, like Sophie knows with like the Saki Shiari, like you can't even like can't even like try to kill herself. It doesn't even work. Like even if you like chain everything, she already can't do shit. So it's like really easy fight somehow, even though if it's like the hardest character.
It's funny how aggressive Saki is. Like she's just so de-escalating in her matchups.
Also, funny thing about this game, you can POC the gauge items.
Yeah, you can. Nobody uses it because I mean, why would you?
I mean, it depends on the character.
There are
like,
use cases. There are use cases.
Like after you kill a boss, and also when you bomb, if you time it correctly against some characters, then you can do it. Like that's definitely something. Like when I run out of gauge bomb, there's like a lost gauge item. I POC it, so I get it as soon as it ends. And then I can like instantly see free.
In aggressive matchups against Zamu, you can also just stay at the top of the screen on her non-spell and just kind of circle her to charge a lot of C3s because you just get the gauge immediately.
So we will probably not see Shen, sadly, or the double Shen.
No.
So fun, like Rani got like 2 Shens for some reason.
I mean, if you go for Sanae next.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think there's a reason to. You're not gonna unlock anything by playing Sanae.
I mean, you would unlock everything with all, like if you play the first 4 characters.
Oh, is that true? I actually didn't know how that.
Yeah, like
I don't think it's true. Like I think you have to play a bit more. I remember I didn't have all characters unlocked for a long while.
Oh my god! We're too far right. Too far right. You can't play on the sides of the screen.
I guess you would.
Yeah.
Like you would unlock all of them for versus, but I mean, unlocking them for story mode will take some time.
Yeah, story mode takes a lot.
No, this is basically the hardest pattern she has. Just it's very hard to dodge.
I had to clear like every character before I could get like
final.
Yeah.
So this final is supposed to spawn fireballs aiming back towards her at increasingly long distances, eventually reaching the bottom of the screen. And this turns it into a actually pretty cool pattern. It's pretty easy, but it's pretty cool. Before the patch, because the function to spawn bullets away from the boss was broken, this was literally just rings of fireballs. Very, very white rings of fireballs. So it was completely free and very boring. Oh, no gauge there, so the bomb just didn't last at all. If you want,
you can stand on top of the boss and then bomb.
On the boss, yeah.
And she's blinking, so you get
yeah.
I don't think we will see my favorite Sunmu story mode. The Remy fight is kind of funny.
Get ready for ending blocker?
It's just a question mark. George question mark. Yo, Atlas run.
And Atlas Yukari.
Alright, and that is the 3rd run done. So, what's the next character to be picked?
Basically, the stories are set up in a way that you would see all of the characters with the first 4 like protagonists, quote unquote.
Isn't Tsukasa horrible?
Hard to use. Very hard to use, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Sh0dan is very easy to use though, but yeah.
Orin.
Okay. So like we mentioned earlier, Rin had her kit changed a lot between versions. In particular, her C2 went from being just a Damu-like into, well, much less good, but still practical.
The scope is really funny.
Oh yeah, so this is the only scope that moves away. This is the only scope that acts like a projectile.
Oh god, she's so fast.
She is very fast.
Also have fun with the shot type, which is basically SA Remobi.
You missed the gauge items on the right, so you don't have gauge. You can grace this EX. The C3, I mean.
So, we C2. Okay, so that's the C2. It's a screen wide scope that also fires off 3 of her C1s in front of her. Unfortunately, they're just kind of bad. They don't deal anywhere near as much damage as Burst does, so just kind of doesn't really get to do that much damage.
One good thing to note in UDoALG is that compared to other Phantasmagoria games, everyone charges the same. Like everyone has the same charge speed. It's just sometimes the characters have like a different amount you have to charge, but charge speed wise, everything is the same.
Mami so.
I mean, it's just more expensive, still the same charge speed.
Yeah, but it's just more expensive.
Yeah, so we're gonna
we
get
have
to a
other things
point
that's more
where
expensive, like Noko, Saki, Yuma.
So Rin doesn't do a lot of damage with a shot. It's very weak, and she doesn't do a lot of damage with a C1 or C2. So unless you are really able to just safely get a lot of those card spams, you're not really gonna be able to do a lot of damage.
My bombs.
Especially if you're not at the right angle, which makes it so that Rin is one of the characters symptomatic of a problem in this game in general. A lot of the characters just have the time stop out, which is fine. If you time out the boss pattern, it still counts the same as like shooting it down, but very stally and very boring.
So if you want to or not, you're probably going to time out like at least the P0 and a final when you get to the final stage.
Yeah, there's
Maybe
no
so.
way you are shooting down Zamus and ultimate with this short time, so...
The problem is just not just getting full pattern like in a quick way. Like it's also enemies appearing alongside and also experience. And when you take longer on the pattern, you will kill those and you will reflect stuff back, and that will escalate quite badly the longer you take. So timeout is just safer in some or like in most circumstances.
Also C2, I think, would C2 be considered better damage? I mean, you shoot three bows and also scope the screen and do like the whole... It's just Marisa all over again.
It's
Welcome back, Marisa.
okay, but it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as Marisa's C2, so... Like...
It pierces, there's 3 of them, and it's a C2.
Yeah,
it's just
but
Marisa 2.0.
but they're not lingering lasers, they're cards that hit the boss one time, maybe, and then fuck off. So...
Yeah. You can angle them, shoot on the side, so it's better than Marisa. It just lags the that.
No, so because Rin does have to fight Chiari in stage 4. Oh, that's the thing, right? Rin has to fight Chiari in stage 4. The scope is like really bad against Chiari if you just let it shoot off like a projectile, because what are you scoping? So one technique that you can use against that is to actually repeatedly scope and unscope, because then the scope like kind of just spawns around you and then spawns around you, despawns, so you kind of have a scope around you. But of course this doesn't slow bullets around you that much because the scope uptime is so short. You're just mainly using it to slightly slow the fireballs that Chiari spawns.
Oh.
Ah, snipe.
Would it be weird if I like consider like or in Chiari fight, even if she has like her kit in itself sounds bad, it's not actually that bad. Like Chiari can't chain much because your EX will just be in the way constantly, and Orin is really fast, which is really good against Chiari. You can just go around the wall, so her Chiari isn't actually that bad.
I think her Chiari is a lot more manageable after the patch, for sure. Especially after the C2 got nerfed, you don't really even have the choice of going aggressive against her anymore. And so the chances of things going out of control are lower, especially with post-patch Chiari.
Like even on previous patch, I didn't have too much problem with...
No, her movement speed was also very good for Chiari in general. Like you want to have fast movement speed against Chiari, so...
There's no reason why Mamisu is bad against Chiari. She's slow as fuck.
Oh, das ist die first time against Ran.
Yeah, so Ran shoots C3, all these amulets around the screen, including the bottom, so they can be very tricky to read. C4 is a problem.
If we're going to see 3 cats on the screen, and if you time it correctly, we can see a solid 5 cats. Because if you high up scope it and all that, then you can just double the shens, which are already doubled, so you have 4 shens going your way. It's funny. But yeah, run bullets everywhere, so you have to dodge from every side.
Ah!
And her boss is really annoying. At least the spell, the non-spell is kind of easy.
And non-spell is free, I mean, it's just this, but... We're gonna see the spell very soon, especially since we did get Marisa's laser card, so we actually do some shot damage now. But, Chen. This Chen will fire at you and then charge at you. Spinningly.
Shen is really annoying. Also, I think it's like at this point with that we have the Marisa card, it's maybe just better to shoot.
Yeah, but
it depends on if there's enemies in the way or not.
Thankfully, at the very least, Chen doesn't block your shots. That's kind of the only grace that she has.
Sadly, no double Shen.
Yeah, at higher levels, there will be 2 Chens that spawn every wave that also aim at the player and then run at them, and it's way trickier to dodge because there's overlapping waves.
It's a very oppressive spell.
Anyways, welcome back, Shiori. We totally missed you.
So another problem with Rin's scope being the way it is means that the bomb is also a projectile that moves and doesn't do much damage. So good luck with this.
You can see like 4 in speed. The EX can't do shit. Probably because Shiori is not C2ing because she don't have gauge. No, she will, but there's nothing to C2.
I find it a little funny how all the Phantasmagoria, all the PvP, all the versus shmups in Touhou end up enforcing sort of being vigilant of when you shoot in different ways. In this game, it's just if you keep shooting, you're gonna end up escalating the fight way too fast in story mode.
Good UDD, both chaining and stalling. UFV, you gotta chain optimally.
Yeah.
UDoALG, you're going to die, so please don't chain.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the ways to deal with the spirits actually, the fireballs, is that they don't generally spawn at the upper sections of the screen. Because I don't know why actually, but it's just like if you're high up on the screen, then not only do you give yourself a lot more space to escape by moving down, they're also just gonna space out a lot more. So you generally want to be pretty high on screen when Chiari herself is not there. But now we have the boss. At higher levels, it fires off more arrowheads, but they're all aimed anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, note so far, the Shiori hasn't been that bad because we are Orin.
Yeah, we got the laser card as well, so we're actually dealing pretty good damage.
Do good damage, everything is in the way, there's... Shiori can't do shit.
The laser card is actually really strong.
And we Sh0dan and Shiori.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Ran was a big
And we got even more damage.
Oh. Yeah, now it's
Chiari
like...
has like a card that makes... What does a Chupacabra do again? I don't even remember.
You can touch eagles without getting hit.
It's really shit.
I mean, eagles are like the worst spirits.
Yes,
I guess, but
no, the Yuma Eagle Weakening is just so much better.
Fucking damage, yeah.
Yeah, like Eagle Weakening is so much better than Eagle Nullify. Like most Nullify cards are bad, then with Eagle Nullify it's actually good, but Eagle Weakening, it makes them so slow that they will die before they reach you anyways. It's just better.
Oh my
Consider
god.
A lot of times you don't die
types.
because of the eagles. Well, sometimes you die because of the eagles, and sometimes you die because of the eagle bullets. Because a funny thing how the spirits work. Which spirit will spawn depends on how far away from you they die. If they die close to you, it's going to be an otter. If they die like a bit further away, it's going to be a wolf. If they die far away, it's going to yeah. So that's like why she like, for example, in Noko matchup, she will kill a lot of stuff far away. There'll be like a lot of eagles, for example.
Ooh. And
if you have a spell,
is the same.
Yeah, if you do like a spell war, then a lot of things will like die at the top of the screen, which means that hey, eagles. So eagles are not only the most dangerous. This is probably the one you're going to see the most. At least later. In the beginning, you probably won't see them too much. I mean, free.
I see that Sh0dan is actually starting to get the hang of charging, at the very least, like getting the shield back and everything. Yeah. And with a strong shot, yeah, the raw dodging ability is really coming to very useful here. UDoALG is a game that you don't necessarily need to be very good at dodging to play, because there are so many like intrinsic techniques and there's so much like knowledge that you can abuse, but it never hurts to just be good at dodging things, you know?
We'll see PvP later, so then it definitely will be more about the dodging.
Yeah. But even then, I would say like a lot of PvP is still about the knowledge check, like knowing how to approach certain matchups so that you don't put yourself in a very disadvantaged position.
That was
what?
Oh, you got the kill.
Okay, so that's an example of how the CPU can sometimes just die. In particular, the CPU only really knows how to check for bullets that are immediately around it. So if you're able to, for instance, have spirits that move slowly down the screen and the CPU's in the corner, then they're gonna want to dodge into the corner and move down. And then the spirit moves down and they're stuck in that loop, and then they get to the bottom of the screen and they get hit by the spirit.
Also, how we LNN this shot, we just kill someone.
T3.
Because the final and the P, this the final is so pain that we don't do it.
Yeah. You can even try it here, Sh0dan, if you want. Just spam as many C3s as you can on this fight.
Also,
the problem with that is it would require a lot of stalling just to...
Yeah, you would have to stop shooting entirely, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, because we're playing hard mode and not a no bomb, it's probably better. So. It's probably better to just do it normally. Because if we reach the final boss, like final, we can spam all the bombs. It's going to be dead. So some will have also a funny thing with Shari. If the AI is on top of Shari EX, they just will stop moving because they don't know where they will go. They will just stand still.
Yeah, for some reason the CPU just doesn't move if they're enveloped in a hitbox.
Is that why?
Doesn't move away from them, then they're just stuck there.
Is that why Sun added the knockback that everyone hated?
That would be a very funny reason, but no, I don't think that was it.
Oh god.
One funny thing about
she got
the main reason.
Boss.
Oh no, well,
it's the non-spell boss, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's
yeah, they should die pretty fast, but
also really early, not the biggest shame.
The main reason why Rin's LNN difficulty went off a cliff after the update is because, like we said earlier, Zanmu's C2 got changed so that it converts the enemies into proper spirits, but with Rin's vengeful spirits here, they retain their original HP, which is insanely tanky. So unless Zanmu specifically shoots like a regular enemy instead of the spirits, she's just not able to set off a chain, even if she has like a lot of converted spirits. So by spamming C3, you're really not giving her that many opportunities to actually counter-attack you. And you get to just pressure the CPU into dying and walling themselves.
Now we have the final Backlow spell.
I don't know if C2ing is worth it, honestly, but...
I mean, you get a lot of gauge.
We will...
Yeah, C2 would be nice for like chaining, but it's also dead, because we are doing a lot of damage now.
Because laser card and strange card deal the highest damage in the game.
I love looking at like Sunmu panicking over Otter. It's like slowly moving to the left and she's moving left with it. Like trying to like approach and like go away.
Watching the CPU dodge in like any of the versus shmups is very funny, but like in this game in particular, there's so many like just enemies and bullets and patterns that the CPU is just so bad at.
Oh, the end information!
Ah!
Got hit by
the end information that everyone hates.
That movie got hit. Not dead yet. Yeah, you can use the iframe to just go to the other side.
One of the strategies I see used by Tsukasa against this spell in particular is to just actually intentionally get hit. But yeah, no need to do anything too risky when we've got this much damage.
Oh, immediately into the final.
Very nice.
Well, we have 5 bombs.
Oh.
Shari has, Sam has 2.
Very good dodging so far,
okay.
but so the nerf that this spell took in the patch is that the bullet speed got reduced by a significant margin.
They just use the bomb.
Yeah.
You don't need to see free after dying. You get your shield back.
Also, Owen's bomb is kind of nice because it will just place itself on top of the boss if the gauge is high enough.
Yeah.
If you have enough, gauge, it will be big enough where it just does that.
We can do one more.
Oh yeah, we have 1 more rounds, 5 minutes of reset time.
Oh, ending! Ah. Oh, we got it.
Okay, good.
That's fine, it's fine.
I
love old hell.
Old hell.
1 more run.
What do you want to try?
The shittiest shot available for Moon.
Alright, let's have a look.
I mean, it's not going to be available, sadly.
I mean, we weren't. Hisami's gonna take too long to unlock, but let's see what we have here.
Oh, the same.
Nasrin probably for you.
Okay.
Oh god.
So this is a thing where the rat has a relatively low TRC score in UDoALG rubrics because her Sh0dan is theoretically not that bad, but it is a very polarizing shot type because Sh0dan, what do you notice about her movement speed?
Have fun with game movement speed.
This focus movement speed is like on par with Arya's super slow charge speed. Like, what are we doing?
Also, you ideally want to be like unfocused since focus some of the shots will be aimed, and you mostly only want to shoot straight forward towards the boss. So you want to be like unfocused dodging, but sometimes focused to actually dodge.
And also, has some really good damage, actually.
Your scope is also kind of funny. It's really small, but it will hunt down spirits.
And only spirits. It will pretty much only try to move towards spirits and scope them. This is actually integral to her entire kit. Her C2 is supposed to immediately kill any activated spirit on screen. Which sounds very gimmicky, but the trick to using it is that even though spirits unscope themselves pretty fast, you can actually immediately start scoping again after the C2 releases, and the new scope spawning from you will go and chase anything immediately around you, and it will still kill them. Because the wave will still be there.
There's like no delay at all. Also time out. And Nasrin C2, it's just more bullets. If you can like shotgun it, damage.
C1, yeah.
No, Nasrin C1, yeah. Nasrin C1 really is a lot of extra shots, but the aiming is so like ass. So if you can get it to hit the boss, it will take them down pretty fast. But if you can't, then
also C2 Nasrin C2 gives iframes.
It does, yeah.
I would say like Nasrin C2 is actually really good. It's one of my favorite C2s.
It got buffed massively in this patch as well, actually. Before the patch, the C2s, that's not a C2. the scope's movement speed was like way too slow to do what it was supposed to do. But the scope speed got like doubled or something, so...
God, she's so slow.
Yeah, the focus movement speed is the biggest hurdle with this character.
I'll be an old man by the time she makes it from one side of the screen to the other.
I mean, you can try doing that. She's not going to move
God.
anywhere for a long time.
Okay, pacify spirits. We can now finally touch spirits that have been scoped. I think it works with enhanced spirits. Well, also Run 2.0. Run is back again.
But yeah, oh wait, what's this card that we got?
It's the one that we can go through pacify spirits.
Yeah, we can move through. Yeah,
Scoped.
activate it. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, the other one would be having Oren's shot, which...
is also even like no damage, but
It has
like,
it has piercing though.
Yeah, great. Piercing into...
great.
It's not good. Also with Shane. Nice.
So yeah, this is the main thing with Nasrin's kit, that you're supposed to just be able to kill a lot of spirits at once and activate a lot of like big chains. Which is not actually very good in story mode, unfortunately. But
in
oh well.
PvP. I mean, she's still top the best in PvP, but
I mean, I feel like she got way better in PvP compared to Repatch, in
yeah.
a sense.
Nothing can still just wall you.
Most low tier got good. Like On was somehow even shittier, but now her C3, one slow down, shoots more, and it scales with rank.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's still shit. Okay, welcome back, Shen.
God, it's like
Yeah, you will quickly learn that this is the one part about the Ran that can kill you.
Ah!
You died of a bullet that Shen spawned, so that's another victim for Shen.
Ooh. Yeah, this spell
I
in
don't want to
particular...
be focused just how impossibly slow she is.
Yes, you really do not want to do any focus dodging if you can help it with this shot.
Alright. Yeah, ideally on like Lunatic, for example, you would wanna go from side to side just to avoid both gens. So, at least on hard there's only one.
Turn. Surin, nothing special, just a lot of dodging. Also, you got the Ran card which shoots sideways. Looks stupid, but if you can focus on top of a boss, it does pretty good
If you can
damage.
focus!
Yeah, but you're also playing in Nasrin, so good luck moving only focus.
Yeah, you're not gonna go anywhere.
I mean, most likely she has a set of iron chains on top whenever she's focused.
Oh, nice too.
I actually
you got
genuinely have to wonder, like, how the hell Zun decided this focus speed was okay.
She thought we found, like, if we have a fast and slow, what if this is just Aya? Just took Aya's code and be like, yeah, this works.
I guess maybe because of like her superior homing ability, she's supposed to be the slow, but like...
Superior homing and
Superior homing
Nasrin.
abilities.
I mean, to be fair,
doesn't go where you want it to go.
her scope is homing, so you don't like necessarily have to move. It's still not that great.
Speaking of having to move, Sh0dan's entire gimmick.
No, I really like Nasrin. It's fun.
Anyway, so Sh0dan's boss attack is just her locate patterns, but way easier. Actually, I think it's just taken from VD. But
Might be, actually, now that you say that.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure it's just a VD pattern.
Sun just takes a lot. Sun just takes a lot of code from different stuff. I mean, Lily White is still in the code. In the code, she
In the
has her
code, yeah.
sprite. Because she exists in like every game. Like yes, Lily White exists in every game.
Who are we going to see in at stage 4 boss, actually?
Oh, good card. Good card. We actually got damage.
Ooh, damage.
Oh,
Mamiso. I was about to say, I thought like we wouldn't get to see Mamiso at all.
Alright, nice.
no, we do.
So
Good luck.
Mamiso has very good spread. Okay, no, very good description. It has spread shot. And then her shot damage is generally not that bad. It can kill stuff, but you can see her scope. What is that scope? What is this supposed to represent? I don't know.
You need as much for the C2 as you need for the C3 on other characters.
So, yeah, Mamiso C3 will spawn the EX everywhere. Yep,
They are
right.
one of the biggest visual hurdles in this game. You can get used to reading them after a while, but if you're new especially, you'll get them mixed up with animal spirits so often.
Also, funny thing about the C3, it got massively buffed.
Yes. It spawns way more spirits. I don't know why it got buffed, but it made the kill strat more consistent.
It
against
got buffed by almost like 100%.
Yeah.
It was like 87% something.
It is really popular. Mamiso is one of the scarier bosses, especially in this story. Like,
Yeah, just
she
look
will
at how much
use...
shit it's spawning.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, just bomb. Just
Bomb,
bomb.
bomb, bomb, bomb. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, also
Okay,
the bomb is really shit.
Nasrin's bomb is hilariously bad.
Yeah, funny thing about previous patch also is that one of the Mamiso was broken in the way that her that her level 7 C3 sent both a level 7 and a level 8. It was just like double as good as a level 8.
That's
Wow. Yeah, game over in stage 4, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you're fighting Mamiso.
You didn't want the shittiest shot, but yeah, there you
The
go.
bluebirds are just really nasty. Just a bullet type to handle.
Oh,
They will
cool.
surprise you. And like especially like with Nasrin when you are focusing yeah, it's a problem.
Like, especially with Nasrin, because a lot of your gameplay involves like using your scope to just silence the spirits, tame the spirits. Like, if you mix up the sprites, it's easy to just think that, oh, there's a spirit coming that I'll just tame. Nope, it's just a bullet, and then it just runs into you.
So if Mamiso gets some kind of chain, it's
We should be
good.
fine though. Just shoot here and bomb when you have to.
Yeah, here's where Nasrin's good damage actually quite well. Oh, yeah.
These dogs that spawn from Mamiso herself on the spell have a little bit of homing, but nice.
Okay, nice.
Nasrin stage 5 is against B10, right?
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
one of the characters that I haven't played.
Renuko?
Yes.
Inoko.
Oh, sorry,
Inoko.
Inoko. Sorry, I misremembered.
Renuko has beaten this time.
We haven't
Like
seen
in the
this at
showcase,
all.
huh?
I mean,
Aw.
we'll probably see it in PvP later, but... Yeah, so... same story as earlier, just be a little careful. Especially since you're playing a character that can chain so easily, you can accidentally feed Inoko too much and end up getting a lot of shit reflected back onto your own screen. And then you get rolled and die. So...
And not easy to dodge considering she slows molasses. But
Yes, exactly. Oh, you got the hang of it. Inoko's dawn spells have, like, act in a similar way to Mayumi dawn spells in that you have to move through the wave at a specific height. Or you have a more, like, difficult micro to go through, but... try not to bottom hug against her. Like, the non-spell itself even enforces the no bottom hug, in a sense.
The nice thing is the spell is aimed, so and it has some generous gaps.
Ah! That's
Ooh.
your own. Okay, good bomb, good bomb. Unfortunately, the bomb doesn't do anything, but there you go.
If there aren't any spirits on the screen, it's good because then it's just centered around you.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
Just scope quickly so you can like hit the spirits. Oh
my god.
That's fine.
Also slow.
Well,
nothing is happening, so it's... Oh no.
The trap rat you was talking about.
Oh yeah.
She was predicting Touhou 19 where Inoko will trap Nazarene. Yeah, Inoko is really good at starving you, so you don't have much gauge.
Should be a final... Was it the final boss? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright.
We didn't do a single C3 during that round. It's level 1.
We're actually 1cc into Yachi.
Oh, Yachi.
Yes, Yachi is the final boss.
Have we seen like every boss except
no, we haven't seen Saki.
Peter?
We haven't seen
Saki, Suika, Remo.
We have seen Saki. We have seen Saki on Marisa.
Just the boss generally, but not final boss. Yeah.
I meant like what we have seen.
I think we've seen everyone. Yeah. Other than Bitten.
Yeah, poor monkey.
Poor monkey.
Yeah, again, like you would see all characters when you play all the 4 protagonist characters.
Alright,
like,
here's Yachi's gimmick. Enhanced auto spirits. Auto spirits are like really annoying just because of how long they linger on screen, but at the very least you could scope and kill them. You can't with these, so you are basically forced to just dodge them.
I mean, Yachi autos are really weak, and you're also playing the shot that can insta kill them with the C2.
Yes, that's the thing. You can just scope and kill them with the C2. So, unfortunately, Yachi also has a bunch of spells that are very difficult to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. First, Tortoiseshell, which is Tortoiseshell. It gives you a lot of gauge.
Ow.
It gives you a lot of gauge, but if you don't know how to like approach the dodging, then you're just gonna die like that. Yeah. Let's try.
You have to deal with a lot of bullets from the side and
so I have
behind.
no idea what.
I mean, it's a little bit different from the one in 17 because 17 got aimed fireballs or like homing fireballs. This one got aimed Mentos.
The whole pattern at you, yeah.
Only
also
aimed Mentos on higher levels. If it's high enough, it will just be a constant string. What's a funny fact? The attack with the highest level in the final fight is the first one. This is the boss with the highest level. Every other boss is a lower level.
Yes.
Oh.
No idea why it's made that way, but
Like this isn't hard.
Careful.
It's not a constant string.
you need to
like a level
move
6
up a little bit. Yeah, stay around here.
If you see like them splitting path, you can somewhat predict where they're going to go. C3.
Yeah, it's always this hexagonal pattern.
Nice.
Oh wow, you killed it. Nice. Alright,
We have a
try
lot of
to
damage.
get into
And
the
I
next
think,
pattern.
like Nazarene definitely isn't bad at doing damage. And as said, like long back, you have like 0 delay when doing a C2, so you can C2 instantly scope to like scope the spirits that unscope themselves.
Yeah, C2 here, and then release it and immediately start scoping again. Oh, yeah, never mind, we didn't even need to.
This is especially important in this matchup because the autos will be very close to you.
Like here we missed a lot of spirits because we didn't scope again.
And they like the autos also like
Yeah,
unscoping
like
themselves pretty fast too, so you have to do that actually.
Because like the C2 effect is lingering over a time.
Ooh, we can also just dodge.
Yeah, but then it comes the risk of getting hit. And now we have a lot of otters behind us shooting.
Uh-oh. No gauge.
So that's the problem of not killing everything with the C2. Like in the previous patch, you could like risk entering a spell.
Oh my god, no.
They have no reward in this patch, so they don't even initiate spell wars.
Alright, we're on to the second tortoiseshell. And after this, we will start seeing the penultimate, which is...
The same but faster.
And the jelly
bean
beans.
tortoiseshell.
Hello. So yeah, really remember how the patterns work, because you're not going to have time to react otherwise.
Alright, nice. Yeah, you got the hang of it already.
Let's see. Yeah, that should be like enough.
Yep, here we go.
And time for the penalt.
Big tortoiseshell. Well,
Yep.
The actual spell name is Kitcho, Great Kitcho Barrier, but very nice. We're doing.
Nazrin speeds hit again.
Oh, and the bomb is chasing some random ass spirit. Okay. Good, good,
Nice.
good. Alright, not panel, but final now. Final is a pattern that I don't know why it's in a versus game, but...
It's not. It doesn't belong here. It is straight up just Dragon Crest
Hello,
bullets.
Dragon Crest bullets! This is, like, not changed. It's so bad.
At least it's not the lunatic version.
At least, yeah. Yeah,
This is
no.
the worst final from the Matriarchs.
Ironically, On, who also has Yachi as the final boss, has it way easier on this pattern because her C2 gives so many iframes, so you get to just kind of skip through the waves. But
Also do this
Nazrin,
with Nazrin.
Ooh,
because
oh.
Nazrin C2. Then you also
Yeah,
kill the
but
otter, so they're no longer in the way.
it's a little
get-
rougher with Nazrin
iframes.
compared to that. But you are dealing good damage now, so that's fine.
Yeah, like Nazrin, like don't underestimate Nazrin damage. Like Nazrin does a really good damage.
Very nice!
Okay. Won't continue this.
Yeah. But this game has infinite continues.
Yeah. Technically not a 1CC.
And Nazrin is dead. Rest in peace, Nazrin.
What about this?
No, she's fine.
Don't spoil
Hang
it.
out with Mamizo.
What do you think about UDoALG now when you have played it a bit?
I still don't fully understand it that well.
It's complicated,
Completely
yeah.
understandable.
I don't know. In terms of versus games, like I still prefer PODD over both of the other Phantasmagorias on Windows. But then again, I played PODD the most, but I only played it for scoring. I actually don't know how to play PODD for survival in the slightest.
Well,
It would be so much more boring.
we're gonna see another aspect of UDoALG shortly, so stay tuned for that if you want to see what this game looks like in a format that would never have happened if Beat Mario didn't nag Zone into adding that code. What the fuck?
Absolute,
It only took me
absolute chaos. It's about.
Anyways, I think we should like wrap this up and we should wrap this up pretty quickly, and then we're just gonna go to a break, and then we're gonna have UDoALG PvP
Yep.
showcase with
We will be
Megatron
back
as one of the.
shortly.
of the-
GG
What are the
Sh0dan.
answers?
Thank you. Anyways, any final words from you three?
I'll be here to commentate the next one, so...
Yeah, we'll just stick around.
I mean, the three of us will see you shortly soon, but Sh0dan, anything you want to say?
No, other than the fact that it's been pretty fun so far, and hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot higher level PvP UDoALG gameplay than what we just witnessed. Anyways, that's going to be it for me, and after the break, what we're going to be doing is UDoALG PvP. We had an old UDoALG walk at the beginning of day 4. Anyways, see you then.